So we're going to move into the next section, which is section 4. We're going to skip section 3 for now, and then we're going to go back to section 3. So I want to make sure that you know how to do this. Some of you might be very familiar with the box method. I just want to kind of go through it first. We're going to be multiplying these equations here. So these expressions, I should say. So we have, notice here, we have x plus 5 times x minus 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write them here. So I'm going to do x plus 5 and x minus 3. It doesn't matter where we put them, meaning I could have done x minus 3 and x plus 5 here. So I could have changed them around. But I do want to put the x plus 5 in the at the top, and also x minus 3 on the left side. And I'm doing that for a particular reason. We'll kind of get into that later. But anyway, what I want to do then is I want to start multiplying the top row times the first column and where they actually connect. So notice that these two values connect here. So that would be x times x. So that would be x squared. And then we'll go down. It doesn't matter which one I do next, but then we'll go down. So I have x in the first column, negative 3 in the second row. I'm going to multiply those two together. I get negative 3x. And then over here, I have a 5 and an x. So I'm going to multiply those two together. I get 5x. And then my last value is 5 times negative 3, which is negative 15. And then I'm going to add them up. So notice I'm going to add up things in what is known as a diagonal. So this is a diagonal by itself. So that first term would just be x squared. I'm going to write it out there. 5x minus 3x is 2x because I add those up, right? And then, of course, my diagonal there is negative 15. So below, I'm going to write x squared plus 2x, right? This is a positive 2x minus 15. And that is those two multiplied together. Okay, so that's the box method going that way. We're going to also see it when it gets a little bit more complicated. I'm just going to change this around a little bit, right? So I said doesn't matter where you put them. So I'm going to put the first one on the columns and the second one in a row. So I'm going to kind of set it up this way. So now I have 3x times 2x, which is 6x squared. I have 3x times 7, which is 21x. And then I have 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4x. And then I have negative 2 times 7, which is negative 14. So what's really important is when we're looking at these, what should happen is this should be your squared term. This should be your constant term. These should both be x's. When we're dealing with this, it's nice to have it set up this way. Right now, we're only dealing with something that's similar to the FOIL method. I'm just going to kind of go through one that isn't the FOIL method just to show you how to do that one as well. But we'll go through that next. So that's 6x squared. And then we have positive 17x. And then we have negative 14 there. So my answer would be 6x squared plus 17x minus 14. So what was I talking about there? So let's say that I have 2x minus 1 times x squared plus 3x minus 4, just something like that. And I want to multiply those together. Again, it doesn't matter where you put anything. So in this case, I'm going to have a 3-column or a 2-row, 3-column matrix. And so I'm going to put my 2x minus 1, but I could have made it 3 rows and 2 columns. I have my x squared, 3x, and my minus 4 up there. Multiply 2x times x squared, I get 2x cubed. X squared times negative 1 is negative x squared. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times negative 4 is negative 4x. And then I have 3x times negative 1, negative 3x. And then negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. So I've got that one down there. So now I've got this one, same thing with the diagonals. 2x cubed. Notice I'm not going to write them up there anymore. Plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 4. And that would be it multiplied out. So some people call this double distribution. I don't know why they use different terms, but if we just use the box method, it's the same thing. So FOIL, it's still kind of like FOIL. We multiply the 2x times all the terms and the negative 1 times all the terms and then add them all up and combine like terms. But that's how we do multiplication using the box method. And now we're going to reverse it.